Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic. My name is Orlando Dilbert. I wanted to speak a little bit about filmmaking essentials. Hollywood's gender problem. It's not what you think. Well, not entirely what you think anyway. Now that I have your attention, there has been a lot of attention of the lack of diversity by the Hollywood film studios and television networks, especially over the past few years. And yes, the numbers being discussed reflect this, but there are several issues not included nearly enough in this dialogue. The quantitatively assessed data used in much of the dialogue breaks down the top grossing motion pictures, as well as some of what is being produced by the television networks. And that data shows the opportunities for motion picture directors and certain other above-the-line positions are dominated by white males. But here's the problem. What about the other 200 positions filled to make each film possible? What about the other several thousand feature films produced and distributed worldwide? What about the hundreds of roles that have been filled in any given television productions and the thousands of shows that are being produced year-round all across the world? I know from my experience in television and in film, women dominate most areas in the post-production arenas. Women dominated the administrative sides of each production. Very little of this information, or what I've just mentioned, are part of this dialogue. It most definitely should be. I understand and get by not discussing this very important and essential part of the filmmaking process, it's easier to get the studios and networks to take notice. And without question, they are. But there's a huge disservice taking place to the young content creators hoping to break in. Because while a large majority of the focus is on the lack of opportunity on these top grossers, almost every young content creator reading them will not have an opportunity to work on a large budgeted feature film, especially in the early part of their careers. This is entirely relative to the dialogue about more women and those of certain ethnicities having access to more projects simply because much of the dialogue stops short on the fact no studio with a $300 million film project is going to hand the director reins to someone without a proven track record. That's not about someone being of a particular sex, race, sexual preference, disability, or anything else. It's about financial risk. Right now, some of you are going to argue the recent releases of Wonder Woman and Atomic Blonde, and they're breaking stereotypes of films featuring women. While this may be true, Gal Gadot will not have been casted if she had not already started 17 other productions, nor Patty Jenkins would have been offered the directing role if she hadn't already filmed 10 other motion pictures and television projects, not including the other projects she's written and produced. Now, Charlize Theron, this is an even better example, because she has to date 50 projects as an actor, mostly in feature films, and has produced another dozen. My favorite example of putting in the work is Ava DuVernay. I'm a huge fan of her work in Selma and Queen Sugar, but did you know she has just under 100 credits working in publicity and promotions for feature film and television projects, mostly before Selma's release in 2014. She also directed another 11 projects before and 3 more since. She's produced another 14 projects and has written another 10 that has been produced. Point is, yes, the data can and will illustrate the white male dominance of the Hollywood studio machine. But unless you and I put in the work, much like Ms. DuVernay, Ms. Theron, Ms. Jenkins, and Ms. Gadot have done, we're not going to get in. That's a simple reality that needs to be a part of the dialogue which is being left out. My question to you, if Hollywood is a white male prominent industry, what are you going to do to make your voice heard? While it is important to keep in mind the trailblazers making waves and shattering the glass ceilings, it still comes down to you and I to create our own projects, build a body of work, build our own brands and reputations before opportunities for any major project will fall in our lap. In some of the dialogues I keep hearing, because I'm a certain race of sex, I deserve the opportunity. Yes, all of us deserve an opportunity. But here's a reality check. Just because your family is of African or Asian descent, or you're of a certain sex or have a certain sexual preference, should not be a deciding factor on whether an opportunity is offered to you. It should be about you and I creating our own content and our own opportunities. And I want to add to that, because of this push that's happening right now, a lot of opportunities are happening around the world because of groups of people getting together and producing their own projects. They're sitting on boards and having talks and just coming up with things that are encouraging women and minorities to get together. And that is the point. That's what it means to create your own opportunities and take advantage of it, because there really are a lot of things that are happening right now, especially in television. And there is a coming film renaissance taking place right now. It's shaping up right now. What are you going to do to be part of this important time in history? Part of the answer for you is simply picking up a camera and shooting something. Stop complaining and just do it. Stop focusing on what is wrong and do your part in creating a change. Accept the simple fact that you and I have to put in the work, pay our dues every single day, and build a community of like-minded content creators. This is what it takes to be a successful filmmaker. Every single one of us has to learn and adapt to make ourselves to be of value, so that there is a demand for our services, our talents, and for us to be assets of any creative team. And guess what? The entertainment business is a service industry. The moment you speak to someone about a project or have an idea, you send out a resume for a job, or have a film featured at any film festival, you and your work are being judged by others as, how can this person serve me? This is a reality each and every one of us has to accept and be mindful of during our whole careers in the entertainment industry. So what are you waiting for? I urge you to pick up a camera, your smartphone, and learn how to use it. Have an idea? Write it down. See whom and what you have access to, and figure out how to make it work in your story. Write your story, shoot it, edit it, put your name on it, post it on YouTube. Now you're one huge step closer to being a director. Now you're building your body of work, and this is the only way other opportunities by the studios and networks will be offered to you. But you have to make your own opportunities first, starting right now, today. Go on and get moving. This is the only way to be successful. This is the only way to make your work count and change Hollywood perceived views of lack of diversity. Please consider what I offered you today. Consider what your role is as a new generation of content creators, and feel free to take advantage of other members in the new Hollywood generation community. We are all here to grow together and to help one another. As members of the new Hollywood generation, take the time to assess what your short-term and long-term goals are. Create a timeline of where you are today and where you would like to see yourself in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10, professionally, financially, and personally. Do your research and learn what you can about technology, distribution outlets, contracts, and of course set etiquette and protocols. All of these things are important and help to make you of value to others in our industry and to yourself. And before we wrap up, I want to give you something to think about. The lessons learned as a content creator can help build leadership qualities and an entrepreneurial approach to life. The process will help you build structure and the discipline needed to truly be a success. Use this information as a tool so you can protect your integrity and yourself better. And don't forget to have fun with it. Making a film takes a lot of effort to see all the way through, but definitely can be worth it. Your experiences stay with you for the rest of your life. Make your plan, take a breath, and go for it. You can do it once you decide and believe that you can. The world is greatly influenced by what is seen on the screen and heard on the radio. Let's be the new Hollywood generation. Let's give them something that will drive everyone to do something bigger and to make a positive difference in the world. Something I'd like to leave you with. We are all in it together. Each and every one of you is an important part of our future. You're important to the lives of those who surround you. You're important to your communities. You're important to our industry. No matter what, remain optimistic and focused on your goal. Never stop believing in yourself. And always remember, you are the key to your own success. Take a breath, move forward. Together, let's create a revival, the resurgence of Hollywood, and bring back the auteur to cinema. Be an active part of the new Hollywood generation. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. Please subscribe to our channel and share. Interviews are coming. Don't forget to check out our other videos in the series and follow the link below to check out our swag. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. Join Hollywood Unapologetic in our quest to positively empower one another, to empower our industry as we speak openly to industry professionals about the true pursuit of our Hollywood dreams and in life. Hollywood Unapologetic is a continuation of the Pollyanna's tear-soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical series of books designed to help you better prepare for success. It is now our time to strive to be a better version of ourselves and to be inclusive of one another. We, as a community, can grow together and be the change our industry needs. We can find unity together and be the change our future needs. We are the new Hollywood generation. Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic.